that's good. Hey, chat room. Anybody hear us? We're here. Hey, guys. Chat room.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Hi. Hang on. Where is it? This one. Yes, I'm
Aw,
here.
MRG.
There we go. Hey, Mrs. Raguru, thank you. Subscribe for 19 months. Sweetie, thank you so much. That's very sweet of you. Very sweet. Mwah. Mwah. There we go. Big hugs and kisses to you. That's awesome. Thank you for your support. Sorry we're running just a tad late, but you know what? Let me have some coffee. Cause
My fault. My fault. Chris had major technical difficulties.
oh, not just everything. You're here, Azzy's here, Fair's here, Nisi's here. Okay. Well, we can
We're
start.
here.
Everyone's here. You and me, we're good. We can start the
We're
show.
here.
We can start the show. Mm, that was a really quick coffee. I should have upped it, a bit. All right, Red's here as well. All right, let's do this. We ready, Chris?
We're ready. I
Tiber's
think.
here. Yeah, yeah. This
Oh
should
gosh.
be an
Hi, Tiber.
interesting show. Anyway, we will see. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're listening to the WoW Challenges podcast, the home of the Iron Man Challenge.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 226. Today is Saturday, July 25th, 2020. I'm your host, Leeta. Joining me this week in the co-hosting chair is Chris. There she is.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, all of that stuff. Thank you for joining me this week. And yes, hi chat room. Hey guys. Hey everybody. We are here. We've got a couple of things that we wanted to talk about. We've got an interesting little topic. Chris came up with this topic. Thank you. Thank you. There's no guest this week.
Chris's child came up with this. I can't even take
That's
credit.
right. Thank you,
He did.
Day. Thank you, Day.
Thank
Hang
you,
on.
Dee.
Hearts today for this. So as you can see, we don't have a guest this week, but I've been playing. God help us all, I tell you. Hopefully this will work. We will soon see. Anyway, we will see how this goes. So the topic is the way of the grey. So we thought we'd have a chat about, obviously with most challenge toons you can't transmog. And if we specifically talk about, say, iron, well, you've only got white and grey items to play with. So how do you dress your challenge toons? What do you do? And we wanted to give you some ideas and just throw out there, for some people like me, I like to go and buy the full set. I'm not a huge fan of having mishmashed pieces. So I do like to have, full sets of the white gear, or utilizing sometimes grey gear that you can fit and match. What about you, Chris? What do you like to do?
I thought, well, one, I just realized that's a runway. You are so brilliant. That is the cutest picture. OMG. That's adorable. So I got on Passy this morning and I'm like, this is absolutely pathetic that we're doing this fabulous show on items that we can wear. And she is the most painful eyesore. She looks horrific, which is why my tweets are always in flight form. Because then you cannot see what my toon is wearing. Because, ooh, yeah, it's bad. And I'm all about the mog. I mean, right now, Zep and I, happy birthday, by the way, Zep.
Happy birthday!
It's Zep's birthday! Yes!
Nice!
Happy birthday, Zep.
Woot.
Zep and I are running old content right now because he has the original I'm gonna say this wrong because I always want to say corruptor.
Mm-hmm.
It's judgment. Oh, I remembered.
Judgment, yes.
Yeah, so he has the original judgment set on his paladin, but
Nice.
he wants
Nice.
purple.
Mm-hmm.
So our playtime at night is going around because he wants judgment. We've been going to all the dungeons that'll get him the purple judgment set. That's how much I'm into transmog. Is I just keep dragging him through things. I'm like, pick a set because we're gonna go get one.
Nice.
You know, so I
Nice.
absolutely love transmog, and mine on my pacifist is utterly embarrassing.
Oh, well, I can thoroughly understand that. I know with Passy Leeta F, I've not done anything. She's still in starter gear except for one thing. I went to when I had to go to Moonglade. There is a vendor there that sells dresses, and I went and bought a new level 1 dress. And she's wearing
In
that.
fact, I think that's in this presentation today.
Yeah.
But what I didn't know until Dee did this is that vendor has 6 dresses.
Yes.
But 2 of them are always available, I want to say. And then it rotates between the other 4 with a super long cooldown in between them if you want that dress, which I didn't even know that until Dee started doing this.
Yes, so it's very interesting when you start playing around with what you can get. Some are fair, says some are super rare. Exactly, there are some stuff around that is super rare to get. If you do happen to pick up 1 or 2, you know, auction house can sometimes be really good. Make a little bit of moolah. From certain vendors, but definitely Moonglade is good. Cloth, I think they are just dresses, so they'd be cloth, but you know, any toon can wear a dress technically. So yeah, if you wanted to wear a dress on your Iron Warrior, you can if you want. So, you know, it's each to their own, or, you know, sell it and make some nice gold. So that would be good. But anyway, we will see how we go with this. So yes, we've got the runway. Leeta's been playing around with slides and stuff. I don't know how well this goes, so apologies, people. But
you just get mad props for the runway.
You
know what? We'll have to do part 2 during Trial of Style week.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Yes. Definitely. All right. So we're going to start off with. Hang on. Let me turn it on. Oh no, that's not where I wanted to start. A good one, Leeta. Already screwed it up. Jeez, I don't know. Okay. Let's go back to the start. Here we go. Okay. So we have got this should be the augmented set, chain set, which is chain would be male set, vendors.
Chain should probably be male.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, you know, you've always got the ability to check Wowhead and do the filter for looking for vendors. So when you're looking for your vendor gear, you know, put in for your white gear, put in, you know, whether it's mail, cloth, whichever. But most of us would know, you know, your good places to go: Stormwind, Ironforge, you know, Ogrimmar, Undercity, you know, the usual big places have got a lot of vendors that will cater for your mail, cloth, leather. Plate vendors don't really start until what, about 42, I'm gonna say, because, you know, plate, they still haven't changed. Sterlike's winter Santa suit the best, yeah. Of course.
Of course he does.
Yes.
Well, and can I say something about the availability of all of these sets? So my child spent an entire day doing this for us. 2 days, I should say, because he did it the first day. I didn't give very good directions, so he had to go back and do it a whole nother day. So I know, heart you D, love you, child. Oh, bless
Yes.
you. Um, so he went for things that were more readily available. This
Mm-hmm.
is his night elf mage, and he had to change the hair and the face because the
Nice.
helms were not working with the haircut he had. So he changed up his mage for me to go around.
The
So
things
almost
he's had
all
to
of
do.
these, I know, bless his heart, but you know, we've got like 100 and some odd tunes between us. We're golden. Um, so almost all of these are available super pretty
Mm,
readily within the capital cities. There
yes.
are a couple that because Blizzard hates the Alliance are horde only.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these are going to be capital city filters,
Look
period.
at the
He
next
didn't
one.
go like to the little one off and
Mm,
STVs so you could get eaten by a croc.
yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So, okay, so the next one is the battered leather set. So again, stylish depending what you're into. Level wise, we're just as again just giving you some ideas of things that a lot of people forget. We've got vendor stuff that you can go and buy at your various levels that you can get those full sets. So again, it's just, what do you guys do? Do you like to get the full sets? Do you just rely on what you loot? Do you go to the auction house? There's all different sorts of things that you can look around. But that one's red. That one's pretty stylish. Looking a bit jazzed there. Tell D's looking a bit, looking a bit interesting. So,
That one was easiest to get in Org, UC, or Thunderbluff.
mhm.
So that's actually a trial tune. The
Yeah,
two ones that are Blood Elves are a
nice.
trial tune because if anything, my child will find the laziest way to do something the quickest.
Yeah,
And it was easier to do a trial tune than because his mage is like a torn or something. I don't know what it is.
yeah.
So, oh no, undead, and it wouldn't look quite the same.
Mm-hmm. And that is the other thing, depending on what race you're playing will determine as to exactly what the look's going to be like. So, yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next one. This one's looking pretty swish there. This is the Brigandine set, which I'm gonna say was plate. Was that one plate? From memory, I've got that many things open,
Um,
guys. I can't remember.
no, it's male, heavy armor merchant.
That was male. Okay,
That
all
one's
right.
male.
So again, looking pretty swish. Thanks, guys. Leeta's not had much sleep. Anyway, we've got okay. Next one, moving across. Oh, look, it's so pretty. Robes. We do like the robes. Robes always look good. I'm a sucker for a good robe. Hey, Zots! Zots,
Hi,
27 months.
27.
Dude. Hey, hang on. Let me put the coffee down. Heart you, Zots. Thank you. Thank you for your support, mate. Appreciate that. But yeah, Burning Robe. That one's super cute. Again, robes. I'm pretty much a sucker for a robe. Do like that. So different ways. Do we remember where that one came from? Burning Robe.
That one is robe merchant or cloth armor merchant, Stormwind, Ironforge, Darnassus, or UC
Mm-hmm.
Thunderbluff.
Okay, there we go. Okay, next one. Let's have a look. All right. We have got the what's that one say? Chainmail set. Chainmail. That's just got chainmail. That one's quite interesting with the colors. Colors are hard, leader. With the kind of the gold, like the yellow. Is that canary yellow, my friend? Not really. It's probably more gold, isn't it? A bit of brown, bit of chain mail in there. That one's interesting. Don't mind. Maybe. Hmm.
Be good for Pally.
Yeah. Would be good for a pally. It's kind of, you know, it's a bit different. Not necessarily my colors, but you know, that's okay. Someone's colors, I'm
Hey,
sure.
all of these match better than my pacifist, so mad props.
Okay, next one. What do we got? Oh, lovely. Lovely robe. Again, I do like my robes. That one's pretty. Pink and purple. Tell D his tune looks really nice in the dress. Also,
I will tell him.
he's got legs for it. Tell him he's got legs for it. Thank you.
He's got the legs for a dress.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, one of these you can see his waist too. I'm like, ooh, yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So again, you know, there's all different for the clothies. For the clothies out there, there's all different, you know, different ways of looking at different gears. You know, don't always have to look at thinking about the same kinds of things. So, you know, it's kind of cool because you forget about what's out there. Like, I'm so used to playing, well, at the moment, probably clothies. You know, I forget that there's some really nice leather, armor, mail armor, you know, that kind of thing. So, yeah, that one's cute. All right, next one. Looks nice. I like that shade. It's a really cute shade. Like orangey, like a burnt orange. Leather.
I like that one.
That one's very cute. It's got a, I don't know. That'd be nice on a druid. Is it leather? Fair? Okay. That'd be nice on a druid, Chris.
Oh, wait, when we get to the outfit I'm wearing, I will tell you which one I have on, but what I've added to it, yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. What else do we got? Let's have a look. Oh, that one. That looks good. That reddy brown color. Like the
cured
boots.
leather. Yes, that one's pretty.
Boots on that. I'd like boots like that in real life.
Seriously, right?
I know. I would so be happy with boots like that. That would be good. Oh, the things that we think of. Exactly. That one's nice. Who's worn that one? I'm pretty sure I've had that one on maybe on my rogue. I've got a feeling I did have it on my max level passy. Yeah, very good on rogues. It's cute. So I saw this outfit watching 50 Shades of Grey. Thanks. Well, this is kind of like 50 Shades of the Way of the Grey.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
we are not using that as a show title either, people. Anyway, just saying. Okay, next one. Rogue's good, yep. Oh, the dress. Again, this is so cute. Looks really good on D's too. Very cute. I do like that one.
Definitely has the legs for it.
Yes. Yes. I'm just trying to think which was the Moonglade. That wasn't one from the Moonglade vendor, was it? There was.
This one is, oh, it's actually in the first aid shop in Doll. That's the Dollar and Nurse's gown.
Aha, there we go. And again, you know, there is stuff all over the place because I did notice that and I was tempted to buy that on my pacifist, on the current passy, and I was like, no, I'm gonna stick with my little, you know, my little pink and purpley thing that she's wearing that she got from Moonglade. So yeah, that's cute. All right, next one, let's have a look. Oh, yes, that's a Moonglade one. That one's one of, I think that one's one of the rares. Or is that might be the most.
This one's Moonglade, and this is the one I was laughing at his supple waist.
Supple waist. It's lovely.
Right? It looks like he's wearing a corset.
It's very good. I tell you what, that one would work in really well as a Christmas, you know, when Christmas comes around. Or the other one would be which festival? I've gone completely, utterly blank. No, it's gone. It's gone. One of the world events. It would work in well. Has he photoshopped his waist?
I know, right?
Traditional wedding handbook, or yeah, something like that. I think so. Love is in the air. Thank you, Nisi. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, it's very cute. Very cute. All right, next one. Let's have a look. All right, another dress, because I do love the dresses. The yellowy orange is, tell him it really brings out his eyes. But again, a really cute looking dress for something just to change it up. Again, guys, these are all whites. These are all white things that look, white quality items that just can bring a little bit of flair to your tune. Did his waist get smaller? Maybe it's got a
Maybe.
corset, built-in corset, and it's like pulled in tighter. See only men. Yes.
Ribs removed. Yes. He removed his ribs.
Yep, I think so. All right, that's cute robe though. I like that one. All right, next one. Ah, pretty. That one's looking pretty stylish.
Okay,
Like
so tell me
that.
about this one.
Mm-hmm.
That is what my pacifist wears.
Nice.
Except for I found these horrific, like orangey brown boots on the AH, and she has green shoulder pads. I
Nice.
look horrific.
Well, I
Yes.
think that you would be trying to go, being that you're druid, I'm thinking you're going brown for the earth, green for the trees and the grasses, so nature. What was it? Orange for the sun. So,
Yep.
I'm thinking totally druid colors right there.
So she'll rock it. Absolutely. Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's the reason I'm always in flight form in my tweets. Or literally will take off pieces
Mhm.
to not have her look that way when I ding.
Paradin says green shoulder pads made out of the scales of the sewer beast. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what? That would be an awesome idea if Blizzard would have something like that would drop something really, chunky with some little, I don't know, shoulders like sewer beast. Could you imagine
Or an
sewer
alligator
beast?
handbag.
That would be so
Alligator shoes.
nice. Alligator shoes. Yeah. that would be really, really cool. I would like that one. All right.
Little crocodile Dundee, all of a sudden you're wearing them.
Yes. Now I'm not sure why
No,
we didn't have why chopped off the heads of these ones, but anyway, I was like,
Oh,
okay.
so he couldn't get them on his own tune because they're two of the limited time onlys, and he could never find them that day.
Oh, right.
So he went on Wowhead, the viewer, and it's a female tune, so he chopped off their head because he used somebody else's screenshot that was in Wowhead of the item, because it's like a 20-hour cooldown, and he'd already gotten two of them. He's like, I'm not going to get these pictures.
Yeah.
So he used somebody else's screenshot and whacked off their head, so he wasn't like taking somebody else's picture.
This is the one Fair says. This one is very rare, and she got it on her first iron ever and have not seen it since. I'm pretty sure I saw, I got one of these a very long time ago on Leeta. For some reason I was in Moonglade probably doing coins or something and happened to jag it, and that I utilized that for like the Christmas party, all sorts of things. So yeah, that one's super cute, really nice. If you can find it, you might, even if you only wear it for a bit and then want to sell it, might make a little bit of money on that. And by a little bit, a lot because, you know, it is rare. So, but very cute. Really like that one. Okay, next one.
I
Ah,
find that great.
love it. Love it. That fluoro green. It's so wake me up before you go go.
Yes.
Oh my god, that hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. I think the other dress that had the darker green on it is the nicer looking dress,
And the
but
darker green one's
mm,
easier to get than that one.
yeah, so 80s retro. Absolutely, Nisi. I would completely agree with that. Completely agree. Nice. We should totally do a fashion show for the next time, Chris. So everyone should
Yeah.
send in pictures of your tunes and we'll do a little fashion show. That would be good. Now that one, that looks like what's that one? That one is male? Is that one a chainmail?
Scrolling because you're alphabetical and I'm not.
Yes. Yes, I can't remember which one it is. I have got so many
That
things
one
open.
is Grunt's Chain. Oh, this is one of the horde only. It's
Oh,
heavy armor merchant
yeah.
or plate. It's only in Oregon Thunderbluff.
Steph said this one is called the Mummy.
The mummy.
Oh, yes, and definitely they can look different on males and females, you know. So, yeah. It looks good though. I like that. It's a very, it feels like a very, I suppose, you know, not regal. Regal's not the word, but very kind of bit military kind of looking without being like the alliance. You know how you get like that full alliance military look? This kind of looks like the So Lesser Horde. Not quite as full garb, but yeah, it's very it's cute. I don't mind that. Okay, wow. I yeah, some of those helms, guys, I don't know. Who wears helms? Does everyone equip their helms when it's a white or a grey helm? Just asking for a friend. Just curious.
I
I
have a
do.
hat on.
I do. I do. And then someone gets up
That
me.
two armor could be the difference between living and
Mm,
death.
could be. Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, that one's interesting. It kind of looks like a lesser pally look, though. It kind of gives me the look that there's some sort of like it should be tied in with paladin. I don't know if it's the
Since
colors.
one's horde only.
Yeah.
So this is another horde only. And the helm reminds me of Torin. Because it looks like Torin. I was gonna say ears, they're not ears.
It looks like a little, you know, like a little bull, like you know those bulls.
Yes,
They're like,
exactly. They're horns.
Yeah.
Horns. Horns is a word I am desperately searching for in the universe.
ears,
Pass
horns.
Floppy, would you please?
Lovely. Anyway, that was cool. Find a cloth hat. Never keep one in your bag. Never use it. The helm, or find a cloth hat. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Some of the helms are weird. They do look weird, I must admit. Anyway.
Especially if you're Warden or Troll or Tauren.
Some just don't work. Some looks just don't work at all. So, you know, it's kind of funny. I must admit I am a sucker for the brimmed hat. If you know, if like on my challenge tune, it kind of the other last week when Execute and I had started up the team again, and I finally got the upgrade of some clothes, and I got to put the hat on. And as soon as I put the hat on, and the way that that Iron Leader was looking, I'm like, Indie Leeta Jones, look at me. I'm I had this whole look that I looked, it's like, where's my lasso? Instead of a lasso, I think I'm got a staff or a wand or something at the moment. But with the hat and the gear she was wearing, I just look like a female gnome version of Indiana Jones. It was so cute. So yeah, so
you
she's
find those pieces and you're like, oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
The first thing before Paradin ever started streaming the challenge tunes, the first thing he did was level a panda on stream. And he found this hat. I don't know if he's still even awake. It was the most brilliant hat that any of us had seen. It's like this really weird one-off bright blue, and it had gold on it. It became the hat.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all we would call it, was the hat. And some people Boomy didn't like it and said we had to get rid of the hat. And the rest of us fought to the death. He got that. Yes, he literally, I don't remember what level you were. You were like level 50. We would not let him change that hat until he dinged 120. Like, he went all the way through because we loved that hat so much. He was not allowed to change it. I don't care what it gave him, what armor it gave him, spec, anything. It was the hat, and that panda looked amazing in it. So he was not allowed to change it.
Nice. You have to tell us what that one is. That sounds so cute. Blue and gold.
Adorable.
Yeah. Very nice. Absolutely. It's nothing like your friends, like just having your back for your Periton. Absolutely. You know, they want you to look stylish, mate. It's all about the style.
Seriously.
Yes, exactly. Alrighty. Okay, what have we got? I've lost track of which one I'm up to. So that looks leather. That one's nice. That one looks very, you know, kind of a bit roguish like.
Oh,
maybe.
Yes, actually that's cloth. It's
cloth. Okay.
The knitted set from the light armor merchant Stormwind, Darnassus, CRTV.
Oh. Okay, that one's cool. I like.
All right, it looks spooky.
Dark, you know, dark, kind of bit dark and mysterious. That's very cute. All right, what have we got?
The shoes on that one. The shoes were hilarious. Who's gonna go battle with those shoes on? Like, first step, your foot's gonna come out.
Yes.
Seriously, they're like house slippers.
I mean,
watch me run into battle like flip flops.
Thank goodness that they're tunes, and you know, because if it was real life clothing, we'd all be pretty messed up.
Sure.
But you know, again, it's just there's ideas, things that you can think about. If you haven't thought about looking into vendor gear, and all we're doing is vendor gear. Pretty much today, guys, because otherwise this would be a really long show if we were talking about, we haven't even touched on, what was it, weapons and looting.
Drops. Oh yeah, he had all these wonderful drop sets, and I'm like, but what about pacifists? And he's like, okay, another show.
Exactly. Oh, yes. Now this always reminds me of, it's kind of like a bit mishmash. Words are hard. That's
Words
all
are
I'm
so
saying.
hard.
Definitely.
A white male set. Yes.
Very cute though. I kind of like it. I like all the different texture looking, you know, on the chest and the legs. So that one's cute. I like it. All right.
Colorful personality.
Oh, excuse me. Okay. You know, the whole kind of mustard.
It's a hot dog set.
I was just thinking, it is so like pickles and mustard. And what does pickles and mustard go on? I was pretty much like thinking of hot dogs, sausages, like, that kind of thing.
And funny enough, that's cloth.
It's cloth.
Cloth, the
Ah,
padded set.
mm-hmm. Cloth padded set. Nice. Yes. I'm sure I have worn that at some stage. Most definitely. Okay, another dress. Here we have a sleeveless number, people. Look at
Sunscreen.
look at those muscles.
Look at the guns.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. Neck
Top
show.
10 hottest NPCs. Yep, done.
Ah,
We opened a
so
whole new world.
yeah. Oh, we definitely did. Um. Okay, that looks male. We're not back to the start yet, are we? No, that looks. It's a male or plate.
Rolling.
I can only see like this much. This is how big it is on my screen. That's what she said. Anyway. Yeah, it's been
God.
one. It's been one of those days. I haven't said that for a while. Sometimes I
that
miss
one-
so.
yeah,
I
no, we're
always-
We're not at the end yet. That is called the plate mail set,
Uh-huh.
and it's in all the capitals.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Oh, that's the white. I remember wearing that. I definitely show title. That's what she said. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure most of us have worn this on a tune at some stage. I'm sure.
College scale.
Yeah, I'm sure. That one looks like on the catwalk. Do a little dance. What's that song? What's that? Right Said Fred.
Oh, right said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That song, people. That song. That's the one we need. That's damn it.
Oh,
No, then I get
I'm too
probably copyright or so. I'm so sexy. Thank you, Nisi. That's it. Yeah, I probably get like copyright and yeah, we don't do that. So, but everyone have that playing in your head right now as we're doing. As we're doing this.
Already done.
Nice. What is with the ear? He's missing half an ear.
What is this? Oh, I think it's the angle he had him at. But hey, you get your turban.
Turban? Yep, definitely. I have got that turban on later somewhere. Nobody wants to hear me sing, Azzy. Trust me. It's not pretty.
Don't want to
No.
hear me sing either.
Never know. Never know. Yeah, so again, different looks, turban looks. There's some cute ones around. Instead of having the like the full face helms as well as the brimmed hat helms, there's all different kinds of ones. Yeah, 1.5 years all the rage right now. Thanks, Nisi. Okay. All right. Now, was that one another rare one? Was that the other rare one? The dress?
This one is red traditional handbag.
Pretty sure that one is. That's from Moonglade.
Yeah.
Fender.
That looks like the same head.
Yep. Chop off her head. Yeah. That one's not the super rare one though. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while. I know I didn't get the rare ones when I went to Moonglade the other day. There was just I think there was just the three, and I only bought one. Not seen that one. So, okay, it must be one of the other rare ones. Yeah, so might have to camp out up there, fair. Might have to do that.
Seriously, I'm gonna put a tune there.
Yeah, because that is cute. That looks... I do like that look. That is very cute. Alright, I think... We've got...
Oh, Paradin has that. I think on Blame Chris.
Oh, okay, right. I was gonna say I like the pants. Like the shorts. Thank goodness they're not quite shorts, but,
Yeah, I think that's the one. I know, and that's actually what Paradin's Night Elf looks like as well. So, Yeah, yes, it's almost.
Mm-hmm. Short shorts, it's all the rage. Well,
Oh,
it is technically summer and half of the world, so yeah, yeah, we could definitely. Nice, nice. Dress again. This one. I'm just trying to think where that one is. Was that
that
the
one is.
Moonglade? I thought there was a
That one is. Oh no, that one's the robe of apprenticeship from capital cities.
right. Oh yes, that's right. Because there is the vendors. I remember going to
Yep,
Undercity
robe
in
vendor.
particular. Robe vendor. Lots of good robes. Often I found that the robe was slightly a bit higher in um armor. No, eye level. Not that we hugely worry about that, but sometimes I could pick it up before I could pick up the next gear range of set. So there might be like a robe at 18. I might not get the set until 22, so I could pick up the robe and have a robe running around with a robe at 18 until I hit 22. So that one's kind of cute. um that looks very that looks kind of very hunterish, but I'm gonna think that's probably leather.
That is the rough leather suit
Mm-hmm.
from Stormwind, Darnassus, or UC.
Kind of looks like old, like vanilla hunter. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because hunters are male now. I still uh, like shake my head. Sometimes I'm like, hunters are male, not leather. But
Oh, yeah.
that one's cute. Don't mind that. Not a huge like brown fan, mind you. A druid would look good in that because it's very earthy tones. If you're gonna mix it in with your tunes, absolutely. All right. Oh, nice. I think this is. No, this isn't the one that my passy is wearing at the moment. That one's cute. Cute dress. Again, the waist, really brings in the waist,
And
saturates the
I know they
waist.
need some.
Very cute. Very cute. Some great robes around. Oh, I like this. This to me should be your fishing outfit. I just think this to me screams Nat Pagel. Don't ask me why, but
Uh,
it's just like I could so be Nat Pagel wearing this. Nisi says
yes,
sucking in his
that
stomach.
is the russet set.
Russet sap. Nice. I like that. I don't mind that at all. Those colors. Yeah. Want to be a mini Nat Pagel. Wonder if I could be a Nat Leeta. Leeta Nat. Hmm. Leeta Pagel. Okay.
Oh,
Anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Okay. I think we're back to the. No. That one's nice. I think I like that one better than that other white set. The white and the black. I like the.
this is the scale mail set from Heavy Armor Merchant, all the
Mm-hmm.
capitals.
Mm. I like that. That looks really good. I know I've had that on some hunters. Definitely. It's very. It does kind of screams to me very hunterish, which is very cute. Oh, look, pretty dress. Another pretty dress. That one's cute.
Yes, and that's one you can get from capitals, so it's
Mm-hmm.
not one of the moon glades.
No, that one's yeah. So normally robe vendor, robe merchant. I think most of them are called. If you go to the cloth where the cloth vendors are, or the clothies, tailoring, normally near tailoring, you'll find a cloth vendor, and normally there will be a robe merchant as well. So check those out. Oh, this one's pretty. That one's nice.
That would be the same the robe merchant.
Mm-hmm. That one's very cute. I know I've worn that one quite often on the clothy tunes, that's for sure. One of my favorites, too fair. Absolutely. Now, this one, I know I've had this on tunes. Which one's this one?
This is the
Leather?
Snowhide.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this one may be Horde only. It's Borean Tundra. I have a feeling he didn't write it down, but I have a feeling that's the one that's only available from the Tauren vendor who is over by the Catwalk and all that.
Oh, right. Okay. There you go.
Dang, yes, that's it. Yeah.
Horde, yeah. That one's super cute. That is super cute, I must admit. I like the colors of those.
Because there's no level appropriate for Alliance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't mind that one. I like the colors in those. The red.
Very much like the bone spreader.
Mm-hmm. That one's cute. Don't mind that one at all. Again, different looks, guys. There's all different sorts of things that you can get. It's just a matter of, one, do you have enough money? Two, if you do, where to look for your vendors. Always check your capital cities. Sometimes the smaller towns, you might find some vendors there. There are some around. But if in doubt, check out Wowhead and do a filter for your white gear for vendors, definitely. Okay. I think that one... The yellow gloves, really interesting.
Yeah, this is cloth. It's thick cloth.
Clothy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's called thick cloth.
Thick cloth.
Which is even funnier when you get to the next one, because it'll be thin cloth.
Ooh, that one.
And that one is thin cloth.
That one is, I don't mind that shade. That shade of kind of like it's a mixed, like a burnt, orangey brown combination. It's kind of cute. Don't mind that. There's so many good, there is so many good sets. Wow.
Wow. This one is board only.
Mm-hmm.
You have to go to Eversong Woods and find the half-naked vendor in the starting area, and you can buy that male set.
Yes. Uh-huh. That is very blood elf. Exactly. So, yeah. Nice. All right. One of my favorite hats.
Right?
Favorite.
You too can be cat guard.
I just, I know my bank tune has this. I love it. Love it. Purple. One more. Purple pointy hat. Hello. Absolutely fantastic. Where was that one from? I'm just trying to think where that vendor is.
That one is New Doll.
New Doll.
From the Threads of Fate.
Yes. Absolutely cute. That is so cute. Very nice. Okay. That would be... No, that's not the one that I'm wearing. That would be the robe from... I'm gonna say Moonglade?
Moonglade, Stormwind, and UC.
Mm-hmm. I know, because I ummed and ahed about getting that for Passy Leeta, but I didn't. Okay. There we go. Another stylish ensemble. Again, sleeveless, showing off the biceps.
This is our last one.
Nice.
This is cloth, of all things. It's the woven set, and it's horde only, Oregon UC.
Nice. Nice. Super cute. So that, then we should be back to the start. That looks like it's back to the start.
We should be back to the start.
All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this play while we talk, and, well, let's see if Leeta can actually get this to work. Delete that. Okay, so we're just going to let that scroll through, and you guys can have a squizzy if it decides. There we go. So again, you know, there are so many different things that you can look at that you might not realize. Probably scrolling a little fast later. Hang, let's up that to about 15 seconds. Okay. All right, let's try that. Again, you know, and again, it's a matter of, like, if you are not sure how to do it, if you are not sure where to look, then please, you know, jump in Discord, let us know. But there are ways that you can just do your filter searches through on Wowhead and look for vendor items, and it'll put in the quality like your white items and go from there. There's so many different things. There is so many different outfits that you can get that just from around the place. And being that it's a challenge tune, we know that you can't go over white or grey for most of the challenges. Obviously different for your green mans and your bloods, where you can mix it up with a bit of transmog. But you know what we might do, Chris, is next time we might throw out a little bit of a fashion a fashion show that you guys can send in some pictures of what your tunes are wearing. We would love to share that. We would love to see that. So we will let you know when that's going to happen. But that would, I would think that would be within, actually, I've got a thought. I'll talk to you about it later. I have got a thought. We will let you know. But yeah, so if you want to get some, you know, get some screenshots together of your, you know, your smick looking tunes for us, that would be good. We would love to see them. And we will
Or even your horrors. Make me feel better about how bad my pacifist looks.
Absolutely. How, like, some people totally go mismatched anyway. You know, mismatched is a thing. I always get in trouble because one of my IRL things I have done for a very long time is I wear different socks. It drives my family nuts. But there used to be, when I got sick about 12 years ago, there was one of the things, I found these pairs of socks at a clothing place, and you bought a pair, but it was 3 socks, and the socks were all within the same kind of color range, but they were all 3 completely different socks. So you could mix those socks around and wear,
That's
you
brilliant.
know. It was great. I loved them. Absolutely loved them. So when I used to go for treatment and I'd go up to the hospital, I'd always, the nurses were always saying to me, what socks have you got on today? So I have to show them my socks. And because I'd bought, I think there was a total of 4 different sets, I had like one of all the different ones, so I could interchange, you know, about, what's that, about 12 different socks, so I could have so many different combinations, but always mismatch. And I've even bought some cupcake socks, and they have got, one's got a cupcake on, it's green and it's got a cupcake on, and the other one's pink and says sweets, and but that's the set. So I do like my mismatched socks. So I totally understand that. For yeah, it's rare for you to have matching socks on. Nothing wrong with that. My family think I'm weird, but you know, as I said, you get that. So anyway, so yeah, so there's, hopefully we've given you, we wanted just to give you a little bit of inspiration. Again, you know, there are things out there. There are, some of the sets are quite, you know, quite regal looking, quite, you know, you can bling, and I use the term bling out your challenge tunes in your white gear. so so
Mm-hmm.
so that would be that. Anyway, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Dee. Tell him thank you so much. It's a wonderful
I
idea.
will.
But we will definitely have everyone send some stuff in. We would love to do, and we can share as to what you guys are wearing. That would be really cool. So, and even if you're a bloodthirsty or a, oh god, going completely
Green
mental,
Man.
green man, what are you doing for your transmogging into with your green gear? I have certain things that I do with my bloods, and put them into certain sets. It's just like, yes, they need to wear that. So yeah, that would be good. Alrighty, okay. Well, Chris, how's your week been?
Leeta. My week was work.
Work.
Oh, you're shocked.
Work.
Work,
Work.
more work. I know,
Work,
but
work.
I actually have a week off starting on the 9th. I get an entire week
Yay!
where I am so excited. Just to give you an idea, I got a phone call today from work
Mm-hmm.
because my boss and one of my assistants couldn't find somebody else for my team.
Mm-hmm.
So my boss wanted my assistant to call me and find out where the third member of my team was. He was in the building. So all three gentlemen who were at work couldn't find each other. So they called me on my day off. This is why I'm so excited to have an entire. I'm like, he's in the condo. Go to the go walk down the hallway. There he is. Yeah. Yes, I'm at home. Walk down the hallway.
I'm
Um,
gonna give you one thing that you need to promise that you do when you start your holidays is that
Turn off
you're
my
going
phone.
to block that number. You're gonna tell them. You say,
I know,
Leeta
really.
said, I need to block your number. Do not get in contact with me. I've already
You're
told my
calling me to
boss.
find out, and they're
I'm
just
I'm
20
doing
feet down the hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Booyah.
Nice.
So not a lot of playtime this week, but
Mhm.
happily, it turns out August 9th, which is when my PTO starts, is also Shark Week. So I am going to have, which anybody who knows me knows, favorite animal, love sharks. So today I got past Leeta 117, which was
Hang on.
about
Where is it?
That's more cheering than we get at the moment, even in Premier League. So I hit 117. I'm like, how ironic that I actually dinged, and Sewer Beast is nowhere to be seen. I
Nice.
say that, and not 20 seconds later, he pops. I watch him come up out of the canal and go run down and eat a lobie who was in the who was in the chauffeur mount.
Yep.
Ate him
Yep.
right in front of the transmog. I'm like, okay, that's it. He's going to my screenshot. Pacifist Dings 117. There's the sewer beast. He tries to eat us all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I that.
He's nasty.
Yes.
He's nasty.
No. So other than that, I was just trying to get judgment set, purple judgment for Zep, and then
Nice.
doing our islands and stuff with Paradin, Zep, and I for. You love those horrific visions, don't you? I know. Well, wait till the week of the 9th and we'll see how my sanity is, because we just blow through them. We're not doing the 5 masks yet.
Yeah.
So we'll do that for the week of the 9th, try and get our 5 masks, and then
Yeah.
see what happens.
Oh,
Run out,
5
it's all
masks.
running at 5.
So much fun. Not.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
it's fun for us, and we blow through with no mask, so it's like 15 minutes, we're done.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, congratulations, 117 on Passy. So excited. I will go and have stern words with the sewer beast next time I'm in Stormwind, because how dare he pop his ugly, toothless, tooth-chopping jaws and try and eat our challenge tunes. I know he's been a bit nasty.
38 store.
We've lost a couple to that horrible thing. I must admit, one of the things when Execute and I go to Stormwind, it's spam, you know, for the macros to Sewer Beast. So just gotta be so careful. So careful. It's nothing quite like having that jump out at you. I remember that a long time ago, so yeah. After it killed Ash, you went and tamed it. Azzy. Yes, that's right. I remember you saying you did that too. Absolutely. Yeah. Just it keeps respawning. Making our lives miserable. So anyway, again, congratulations, 117. Take it easy. We're
3 more.
So yep.
Mhm.
One step at a time. One dig site. One herb. One cooking quest.
time.
Whatever it is. Just one at a time.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. All right. Okay, well, I did get to do a couple of things this week. So my passy, my Tauren Druid dinged level 80. So yeah, so she's getting there again. You know, I have got nothing on her other than what she started with, other than I changed the robe. So she's still in a level 1 robe. I'm just wearing a different robe that I got from Moonglade. So yeah, and I tell ya, we've just gone from Sholazar over to Pandaland. We're in Pandaland. Very exciting. So yeah, we will see how we go, because obviously green tea gives like nothing. Nothing. You're just like, what?
That'd be so good.
Yeah, but Ghost Iron, oh, hello Ghost Iron ore. We do like that. So that's, you know, so that's super exciting. I did play a passy. I did play a Bloodthirsty. So my Undead Warlock, I've been slowly leveling her the last couple of weeks. I hit level 30. And you know, that's one of those things that you're like, yeah, I'm talking to Execute, and I'm like, oh, I should log in a minute. No, hang on, I got a couple more. I'm in the hinterlands. I've got like 2 more rares just to clear out the zone. So I go get the second one, and then I go to get the first one, which is always, well, for me, the first one in the hinterlands, because normally I do it from Alliance side, is always the jumping wolf down near Airy Peak, right? So what's his name? Old
Cliff Jumper.
And so I got myself in a good position, and just as I pulled it, I didn't see there was a one of those untamed griffins. Off they come, because I'm playing a Horde toon. I aggro both, and I got hit by the horrible, nasty debuff that Cliff Jumper puts on, that bleeds you. So it was not pretty. It was not pretty at all. So I lost her at level 30. Yep. And so there we go. There's tip of the week is, again, if your gut is telling you to log, don't push it. Stop pushing it. Hearth and log. Right there. So yeah.
That leader rule 1.5.
Oh yeah. And
2 is 1.5.
And you know when you just die, and I've just gone, right. I'm just looking at a screen, and I'm just shaking my head, and I'm like, yep, I'm dead. Okay. Yep. That was a really dumb move, Leeta. really. So, yeah. So, anyway, it is what it is. It's those things. So must admit, I haven't lost a toon for a while. So I was kind of like, when I got out my death list spreadsheet, I was like, okay, all right. add another one. Okay. And other than that, Execute and I played our Dalaran brownies. Yum. We dinged level 51 the other night. So yeah, we are getting there on those. So yes. Alrighty. Okay. Where's my bumper? Let's have a look. Let's do this one.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
Thank you, Rogueslayer. Okay, a couple of things that we want to mention. Not sure if any of you guys have realized, but we know Alliance side there have been some issues with the boat from and to Boralus and Stormwind. Okay, so people are finding boats not showing up. NPCs are vanishing. It's like there's a phasing issue, and I'll tell you of that in a minute. People getting dumped into the sea. So if you are taking your toon out into BFA content, please be very, very careful, because there seems to be now issues with the boats. Now, I did go test on my Horde toon. I took a Horde Pally across, and I took my previously dead 81 Passy Tauren Druid on the boat from Echo Isles to Zandala, and the boat turned up. I didn't have a problem with that. On the 81, the NPCs on the boat faded out as soon as I got to Zandala Harbor. But once the boat had left the harbor, the NPCs popped back up. So there is stuff. Just be very careful. Scout it maybe if you need to. Just be super, because there's a lot of stuff that's going a little bit wonky at the moment. Make sure you've got your hearth up is a good one from Fair, absolutely, because if you get stuck somewhere, you might have to hearth. If you get dumped off a boat, you know, there's all sorts of things. There might be ways that you can get out of there safely if you've got your hearthstones up and available to go. So yeah, Sto says when taking Stormwind boats lately, always have hearth on the ready. Absolutely. And this is not just for us, guys, because I know Nisi and Fair in particular had mentioned there were other people around them when they were doing some of the stuff for Boralus and double checking with toons. Some people were saying they'd been waiting like 30 minutes for the boat to turn up. It wasn't turning up. So things have been a little off with that as to exactly why. We're really not 100% certain. But maybe Blizzard's changed stuff. Nisi was testing on non-challenged toons. I tested on a challenge and a non-challenged. So Fair was doing effects the Northrend boat as well as Boralus boats. So, you know, again, be very careful, guys, because there seems to be something a bit with the boats. Zeppelin wise, from Ogrimmar, haven't noticed anything, so I'm hoping that it's just kind of confined to the boat issues. But yeah, if anyone's got anything, let us know. You know, if you see anything different or need to add to, there's some little hiccups around, let us know, okay? Fair and Nisi both submitted bug reports on it as well, but yeah, we weren't the only people having issues. There was not like people playing normal toons as well. So yeah, just a heads up. So be very careful, guys. Okay, now the only other thing I wanted to mention, that Spreadshirt promo, we do have 15% off everything in the store over there at Spreadshirt from the 29th of July to the 30th of July. So if you want to get, you know, mug, shirts, caps, apron. There's all sorts of things. So pop over and check out that. And there is 15% off for the promo for the shop. All right. Okay. And stop talking for a minute. Chris, let's do the state of the challenges. And apologies now if it's balked. We've done the best we can, guys. So yeah,
the absolute best you could.
Yeah.
So if we are wrong, our apologies in advance. Please let us know. For irons, number 10, we have Ironside. Ironside? Yeah. Level 84. Number 9, we have Janglurb at 88. Number 8, we have Nandaru, 103 RIP. The mage portal was taken. There's no grouping allowed. Number 7, the name I love, Celery, 105. Number 5 is Jang Test at 107. And number 4 is Dangar, 111 RIP. Ouch. Number 3, Contest Stir at 111. Number 2 is 99 at 113. And number 1 is Hipsterism. 113 RIP.
I know. Not sure what happens to, but so sorry. 113 and 111 for Dangar as well. Sassy Bell, thank you. That is very sweet. Thank you, Sassy Bell. Appreciate that. Hearts. But doing a selfie in BFA. Stag. Oh. Ow, stags. Okay. Stags are not good. I can appreciate that. Never. Always had a really love-hate relationship with them. Mostly hate when they killed my chamois way years ago. So still a little bitter about that. But yeah, it's a bit rough. Sorry to hear, Stir. And, you know, again, guys, be very careful. No grouping up. Remember? Cannot take mage portals. No grouping. Irons are a solo effort. Okay? Alright, Bloods. Let's have a look. We have got Ensorcel hit 61. At 9, we have White Dragon at 63. Yellow flagged because their kills experience is a bit off. So I think you need to go out and kill a bit more and it should readjust itself. At number 8, Bronze Dragon was 64 RIP. Too many quests completed. Number 7 was Tree Wisp. What a great name. At 65. Number 6 was Blood Cell at 65. Number 5 is Zaya Bicey at 69. Number 4, Gold Dragon at 70 RIP. Again, too many quests completed. So not sure what's going on there with Dragon's tunes. Number 3, Never Died BT at 71. Number 2 is Ice Shard at 74. I'm gonna say that had better be a mage. Don't you think that should be a mage? I think so.
100%. So it's probably a warrior.
Could be a warrior? Okay. Ice Shard. Sounds very mage.
Such a good mage name, it would end up being a warrior.
True. Okay, and number 1 this week is Soul Snuffer at 119. Hang on.
So close.
Let me do. Oh, hang on. So close. So close. I had so much fun looking for cheers. I thought this was the best one. So, all right. Okay, Pacifist. Who have we got?
Pacifist. We have Azzy Passy, 78. And 9th, we have Passy Leeta F at 80. And number 8, we have Innocence at 81. Number 7, we have Peacenik at 82. Number 6, we have Zaya Passy at 83. Number 5, we have Herbalissa at 85. Number 4, we have Beaster at 93. And third, we have Farah Viola at 95. Number 2, we have Pass One 7. Every time I say that wrong. And 115. And number 1, we have Pacifist at 117.
Nice. Excellent. And look at the Passy list. No RIPs, which is fantastic. So many people playing Passies. Fantastic. And again, you guys that came out and supported the Pacifist contest, our first ever Pacifist contest. How cool. Very, very, very cool. Thank you for all of that. So, glad to see people having fun with the pacifists. All right. Looking at tins, we have got at number 10, we've got Tin Hunt 2 at 46. Number 9 is Talon at 47. 8 is Siohi at 48. 7 is Blizz Rank at 49. 6 is Taco at 50, RIP. Don't know why there's an RIP. Something must have happened. Because it's a tin. It was red flagged. I can't remember what the red flag was for. Okay, so Lucy Lynn is number 5 at 51. Number 4 is Tin Tin Tin. Love that. At 55. Great name. Absolutely. Number 3 is Gren Kelly at 60. Number 2 is Iron Sylvanus at 61. Number 1 for tins is Sanchingong at 83. Well done. All right. Greens. What do we got?
Greens. At number 10, we have Talara, 78, RIP. Number 9, we have Leaf. Oh, I hope that's a druid. That's a great name. Level 80. At 8, we have Sparkler, 84. 7, we have Albino, level 86. Number 6 is Lorekeeper at 87. Number 5 is Lava Burn, 88, RIP. Number 4 is Shalira, 97, RIP. Number 3, Legend. Oh, legendary name. 104. 2 is Tamira at 105. And number 1 is Execute at 114.
Nice. Alrighty. Working Man. What have we got? So at number 10, we've got Work. At 15. Nice.
Oh my god,
that's you.
Wait.
That is you. I know, right? I was like, hey, Chris made the list. You made 2 lists this week. Well done. Number 9 is Swedemeister at 18. Number 8 is JJW at 20. 7 is Ishna at 21. 6 is Talik at 22. 5 this week is Daya at 31. 4 is Notney C at 72. 3 is Ferry Work at 77. 2 is Knee High at 80. And number 1 this week for Working Man is Zaya Wamol at 111. Well done. Nice. All right, teams. What have we got in the teams?
So we have 3 teams this week. At number 3, yes, please. Dollar and brownies are yum at level 51. Number 2 is Undeterred at level 64. And number 1 is Back on Track. Oh, level 87. RIP. Uncommon gear equipped.
Yeah. She doesn't know yet, apparently. Rude, dude. Seriously, ouch. Really sorry about you guys, because... You know, every single time I'm like, damn it, when Nima's gonna get there, like, she's so close and so sorry. Uncommon equips is not cool, so, you know, commiserations on that one. But, you know, the good thing is, I'm sure you'll roll again. She is a great player. She absolutely is. We do love her. She is amazing. But I'm sure you will roll another team. And as always, we do wish you a lot of good fortune and luck with that. Okay, so blood teams. Yes.
Work It Out was level 70.
It was not in my list. That's why it wasn't there, Azzy. As I said at the beginning, the list has been booked. So, yeah.
Everything.
So, special mention. Work It Azzy, hit level 70. There you go. Azzy, you're there. Excellent. Okay, so on blood teams and green teams, there was none this week. So, that I'm pretty sure was a definite. And yeah, so again, it has been a little bit messy with the API being a bit balked, but Ominia says he's fixed it. I hope so. All right. Okay. So let us do. Where's my bumper? Here it is.
Hey yo, it's Chit Chat.
Alrighty. Okay. So we have got this bumper to play. Here we go.
It's Azzy's pun.
Okay, go for it. What is it?
Okay, Ozzy's pun. My friend just hired a limo for $5,000, but it didn't come with a driver. Imagine spending all that money with nothing to show for it. Chauffeur.
That's cute. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. This is good. This is good. Hang on. You know what? Where is it? Where is it? Here. I do like it. Here we go. Applause bumper, Azzy. What more could you possibly want? Nice. Ad caps. Absolutely. Fantastic. I do. That was very cute. Thank you, Azzy. Appreciate that. All right. What have we got from Dave? We have got, I finally got over my addiction to chocolate, marshmallows, and nuts. I admit it was a rocky road. One of my
I love this part of the show.
chocolates. I love a good rocky road. What more? Chocolate, marshmallows, and nuts? Hello! 3 of my favorite things. Absolutely. That was good. Both of you. That was good. Thank you. All right. Okay. Anything else I need to mention? I don't think so. I think we've got everything we need for the moment. All right. We will let you know when we do a fashion show. So for those that would like to participate, I'd love to do that. We can put, down here, we can put your tunes if you send me screenshots of your tunes in your gear. We'll do that in an upcoming one. Soon, TM. Soon, all right? We will organize one of those. So I would love to get. So things would be, if you want to start like getting some stuff together, tune name, what you're wearing would be good. And if you can do me a decent screenshot, as in full screen, send me full screens, and then I can cut if need be, would be good. Okay? So, yeah, we are going to do that coming up. All right. For now, though, let us do our huge thank yous to our Iron Elites. So, if you can do that for me, Chris. And again, want to say, Sassy Bell, thank yous. Thank you very much. For Alminia, subscribed again. Thank you as well. Zorts and Mrs. Rock Guru. You guys, thank you so much.
Big hearts.
Super
Heart
sweet.
hands.
Thank you for supporting us. We do appreciate it. All right. So I've mentioned you guys, but to our Iron Elites, as of like before the show, go for it.
as of an hour ago.
Yeah.
We would like to thank Alejandras, Azilan, Awesome Trousers, Boz, Sal, Chupa, Crash Landing 99, Dave DeHunter, Execute, Albie, Fair, Rasley Sparkspan, Gazton, Grand Nagus, Iron Man, Path, K-Vamp, Lisanne, Mr. Bright01, Mrs. Rock Guru, Ms. Miggy, Mers Charming, Never Died, Nisi, Return of the Mac, Rude, Stir, Stone, Swing Cat, Tiber, aka Tiber, Tula Barden, Ulminia, Wynema, Zaya, and Zorts.
Because Leeta's got a new toy and she has to use it. That's basically why. Again and again, guys, seriously, thank you. I will be looking at redoing the list beginning of August. So if anyone's dropped off, that's fine. Again, that's fine. But I'm going to be editing and fixing it up to pop everyone where they should be or shouldn't be. So just giving you a heads up that that will be happening very soon. All right. Now, as I always like to do, from Stone Stir and myself, I'd like to say a huge thank you to the wonderful mods that we have that help us and make our lives so much easier. So to Awesome Trousers, Boz, Fair, Chris, over here, Nisi, Zaya, and Zorts. Thank you, guys. Heart you all for all the things that you do to help us out, not only here, Discord, Facebook, notes here, checking things, all of the things. So thank you so much for that. To Arminia, dude, thank you. We know you've been busy. We know there's been a lot of booked bits and pieces and issues with API from Blizzard and all of that. Thank you for all the things that you do, though. We do appreciate it. To everyone here in the chat room, over there, to everyone listening at home, again, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for supporting, and we do truly appreciate that. Now, we will be back next week, which will be, oh my lord, it will be the 1st of August next week. So we will be back at 7 p.m. Eastern times. I will be on holidays. 4 working days to go. Just saying. 4. Only 4.
Not counting her.
Not counting. I am pretty much into am I down to the minutes? Hang on. I have got a thing on my phone and I'm seriously like,
of course you do.
4 days, 6 hours, 34 minutes, and 23, 22, 21 seconds. Just saying. It has been a long 6 months since this year's been very long. Anyway, thank you so much, Chris, for joining me today and being in the co-hosting seat for our little fashion show. Huge thank you to Dee. Huge thank you to Dee for all the pictures. Love the pictures. Tell him he's got great legs for the dresses.
He's got great legs.
So, no, really appreciate that. Alrighty, so don't forget, everyone, where you can find all the bits and pieces. Pop over to wowchallenges.com, Facebook, Twitter, Discord, Twitch, YouTube channels. All of the links are over there. If you want to listen to the show, because we are a podcast, you can pop over to Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, and Stitcher Radio. You will find us there. And also, if you would like to send something to the show, if you want to start getting screenshots so I can start to compile and let you know exactly when the episode's going to be, but you can send an email to podcast@wowchallenges.com, or you can send them through on Twitter. Send them to Twitter. That would be the easiest as well, which is the WoW Challenges account on Twitter. Okay, if you've got any issues, send me a message on Discord. That's fine. But yeah, it'd be easier just to send them in an email. That way I can easily download and go from there. All right, Chris, where can we find you, please?
We can find me on Twitter at it's KhrysW. Otherwise, the WoW Challenges or Paradin's Discord is pretty much my home.
Excellent. And as everyone knows, you can find me on Twitter at Leeta Wow, which is one of the easiest ways, which is LEETAWOW. So, as always, I think we'll just finish off with the last little thank yous, please.
We do, and we would like to thank the ever wonderful Mr. Stone for our intro. You can find him on Twitter at Stone Grasp. And also a huge thank you to Epic Insanity for our outro. I just love that thing. You can find him on Twitter at Epic_Insanity, as well as the Frozen Nerds podcast.
That's it. And again, we heart you, Stone and Epic, so much for doing that. There, as I've said, there is a new intro coming soon. TM. But yeah. So at the moment, we just make do. It's all good. It's all good. So we will see how that goes. Okay. Well, I have to say, everyone, please, again, Chris, thank you for being here. Chat room, guys, thanks for hanging out and having a bit of fun for our little fashion parade for your challenge tunes, vendor gear. Vendor gear is good fun. Don't forget, check that out. All right, well, commiserations, obviously, to everyone we lost this week. Please stay safe, both in and out of game. We will catch you back here next week. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Stone and Leeta, copyright 2020. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his great stuff at incomputech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
All right, I guess I'm editing, so I will fix that. Did everyone? Hey, did you notice? Did you notice what I've got behind me? Hang on, if I move a little bit, can you tell? Look what I found. I have been playing
Oh,
Shadowlands. I found, and it's a nice little animated words
are hard.
later. Animated, there we go, there's the word. Yeah, so like little sparkly, and I think if you watch, it goes out, comes back in, so very cute. So yeah, so I thought I'd mix it up. I've got another one that didn't quite work. It's might use it next week. It's a bit different. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I've got to figure out how that one's gonna go. But yeah, I have been busy playing. Okay, all right. Show titles. What have we got? We're so sexy. Do a little walk on the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah. That's a good one. On the catwalk. That's what she said. Yeah. On the catwalk I like, or we're so sexy. Yeah. I like either of those. Chris, did you come up with anything?
All of them.
On the catwalk. Yeah. Do a little
You picked this week because they're all so good.
On the catwalk. I think I think we'll go with that. Because that's a reference. That's a good reference to I'm So Sexy, the song. So, yeah. I like that. On the catwalk. Let's go with that. On the catwalk. There we go. Fantastic. Alright. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thank you. As I said, a little bit of fun We will let you know when we're going to have our, fashion. So get some stuff ready, and we will let you know, okay? All right. We'll say goodbye. I'm going to cut the stream. Bye.